We are live. We're just waiting for SmackDown to kick up. I will cover my me portion of the stream now. Ain't nothing going on. I was in a rough way earlier today. I tried to review TNA. It didn't work well. I don't know how much better it's going to go tonight. Really, just tired. Tired of being sick and sick of being tired. Let's see what's on the card. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit. Cody Rhodes looks to spoil Randy Orton. Jelly roll build to WrestleMania. With what? I kind of like the jelly roll segments actually, but what are we building towards? How will he take the fight to Orton? Wait. I mean, Jelly got RKO'd last week, but we're not serious, right? I like that they say Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams build. Like that. What are you going to build? Sammy just won the title 3 weeks ago. Or last week. No, this is messed up. Everything that comes out of their freezer tastes like fucking gross. We've got 5 minutes till showtime. I'm still confused as to what the hell Jelly Roll's intended to be doing at WrestleMania. I'm very confused on it as to what we're building for with Trick Williams and Sami Zayn because, again, it's largely something that happened like this past week. No, this time we're not going to be. Ugh. Degrees my ass. Had me out here thinking it was safe to walk around in a t-shirt. Yep. Graham, what do you have to drink? Why aren't you making yourself iced tea? Okay. It's up to you. Yeah. I'm falling asleep a little earlier. Huh? I'm falling asleep a little earlier. Yeah. Fucking what? What? Oh, Jerome, I don't fucking care. Oh, fuck. Sorry, y'all. I don't even understand what this is right here. And I kind of anyway. Our show's about to start. We're gonna make a quick run during one of the intermissions because we gotta stock up on some weed. Ten seconds till showtime. All right, let's get cracking. Duppy snatch, Magwine. Duppy things. Don't play with me. Make these guys message all in one. Don't nobody come up here.
This is St. Louis, the gateway to the West. Our road to WrestleMania is headed in that direction. And with 2 weeks to go until the grandest stage of them all, we have a power-packed SmackDown here at the Enterprise Center.
The Enterprise.
Brutality will blast loudly in this arena tonight. Rhea Ripley has been taking the direct and dangerous approach to her title-holding rival. Meet Shin is part of the firepower that the WWE Women's Champ Jade Cargill has added. Now Rhea goes head-to-head with Meet Shin. Jade and BFAB, of course, there by her side. And massive star power in the Women's Tag Team division. Charlotte Flair and her bestie, Alexa Bliss, have come to St. Louis. They will be in against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Lovely.
Set to fight for the championship at WrestleMania.
I can't. Bayley and Lyra, I can't. It's so boring. There's enough fucking boring shit going on.
It is an awesome crowd. 11,620 here for Friday Night SmackDown as we welcome you. Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett with you. 2 weeks to Mania. You feeling this?
I'm feeling it. The locker room is feeling it. This audience is feeling it. Nervous energy everywhere you look, not more so than right here in the nest of the Viper.
St. Louis, of course, has been home to so much WWE history. It is, as you mentioned, home to Randy Orton, a fact that undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes is more than aware of. Madison Square Garden, New York City. What do you want to talk about?
Cody, I want to talk about you. I want to talk about Randy Orton. This version of Randy Orton is diabolical. You have to be able to think like that. Your father understood that better than anybody. But from what I've seen so far, you are not your father. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
I don't know who Randy Orton is. I know he was doing stuff so violent, so vile on this very show that we can't show it today. And I know that some of that stuff was to you. I am not afraid of Randy Orton, and I am not walking into my very first WrestleMania main event. You want to bring up fathers? I'm not mine, you're right. Stephanie McMahon, with all due respect, you're not yours either.
Saying if Vince had said that, you would have listened. Sexist.
I am out here because I care about you. Unless you can learn to actually think like Randy, then you are going to lose that title.
Thank you.
No fast forward here. He's home. Tell you. He's feeling himself. I can tell. Camera work is great. Fucking fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Viper, Randy Orton! Please welcome Homecoming for this Voices Sing-Along in St. Louis. Those voices in his head wave. And the inherent actions of a Viper who needs to strike. The Viper who tried to ruin Cody Rhodes, tried to break Matt Cardona's wrist. Full speed to World Championship number 15 is the goal for Randy Orton.
Just 2 weeks away, WrestleMania 42 in Vegas. Undisputed WWE Championship on the line as Cody Rhodes defends against this man, the most vicious, psychotic version of Randy Orton that there is. So, St. Louis, Missouri.
Cheap pop, obligatory cheap pop.
What do you want to talk about? Now, it's no secret that this is my hometown. I was raised here from a very young man. I still call St. Louis home. And the next time you see me in this arena, I'm going to have number 15 firmly planted around my waist. But make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, I am not doing this for each and every one of you. No.
I was wondering if he was going to play
I am
heel.
doing this for me. I am doing this for my family. And I am doing this for my real home, which isn't St. Louis, Missouri. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in this front row. That's who I am doing it for. At WrestleMania 42, I'm going to walk out of Vegas with the WWE Undisputed Championship around my waist. Hell, I maybe even be in the mood for it to be slung over my shoulder. But the fact of the matter is, Cody Rhodes, whether he walks, crawls, is carried, stretchered out of Vegas, it doesn't matter, because Cody Rhodes is going home from WrestleMania 42 empty freaking handed. He gave me his blood. lesson. Cody gave me the green light. It's not personal between Cody and I. He said I could be the Viper. He said I could do what I needed to do to be who I needed to be the best version of myself. Cody said that I could listen to the voices and he had no problem of it. But Cody, I saw the voices are talking to you too. I saw you at Monday Night Raw. I saw you in the garden. I saw you in the ring. One and only Stephanie McMahon, and she was not lying to you. No. When she said that you could not beat me, she was not lying to you. And the voices in your head are saying the exact same thing, and I know it. They are saying that you cannot beat me. Because Cody Rhodes, you are not a killer. What you have woken inside of me, there's no putting back to bed.
The undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Chilling words from Randy Orton, but Cody Rhodes simply refusing to back down.
Here they go.
Got a scrap. Cody in the ring with Randy. Mid-ring exchanging punches. Cody getting the better of Randy. Cody backing Randy up into the corner with punches and kicks. A lightning flurry of just strikes. Pummeling down Orton into the corner in front of his hometown. Orton now seated. Wow, the announcer took words out of my mouth. Now Cody's stomping with those stussy looking shoes. Pat McAfee?
What's he doing?
Is that the call? Is that the call?
Pat McAfee comes in an RKO shirt and attacks Rhodes.
What the hell is McAfee doing?
Oh, it was a classic swerve. This guy just said it in an interview. Pat McAfee said that he was done with the WWE, don't need him, and here he is. Classic swerve.
The Rams left town. The Blues aren't going to make the playoffs. The Cardinals are ass.
This guy's going for all the heat.
Randy Orton said, this isn't his home anymore. It's a tough night in St. Louis. Hey, foreign Adam Pearce, shut up.
Foreign Adam Pearce is wild.
Hey, hey, doofuses. You might wonder why I'm here, why I just kicked Cody Rhodes directly in the balls. About a month ago, I was doing a Q&A, and I was asked when I was going to return to the WWE, and I said that I thought the business had passed me by. This business that I loved since I was a kid, I could no longer watch. I thought it was absolute shit.
Holy shit, Randy is just pummeling Cody.
Randy told me, he said the business didn't pass you by. It's just gone in a direction that none of us like. And I thought to myself, who's us, Randy Orton? And he talked about the forgotten WWE fan, the Attitude Era fan, the one who woke up thinking to themselves, what? What? The ones who walked around and said, "You smell!" The fans that put this company on their back to launch it into the multi-billion world universe that it is now, we've been forgotten about. Why? When I turn on WWE TV, I have to watch 2 5'5" guys do a 45-minute Iron Man match 10 weeks straight for no rhyme or reason when Randy Orton is around. Why do I turn on Netflix and I see all of Gorilla themselves episode after episode after episode when Randy Orton is around?
Wow. I like this.
Tickets to WrestleMania are still somehow available when Randy Orton is around. And SmackDown, fresh off the worst rated episode of all time, has a puppet for a champion, a man that represents everything that we hate.
Randy is still beating up poor Cody.
Randy, kill him. Yeah. What I'm saying is, Cody, I'm the one on the phone telling Randy Orton he needs to kill everything. And it's not just for the 15th world title. It's because the business that you're leading is terrible. And he is going to save the business.
Hard F-bomb. Oh God, they're still beating Cody Rhodes' ass. I feel like it's been about 20 minutes. We're using a live feed here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Well, we've been scratching our heads for weeks trying to figure out who the hell Randy Orton has been speaking to on the phone, and we are simply gobsmacked that it turns out to be Pat McAfee, apparently on a mission to destroy everything in WWE.
Damn. Cody got beat up.
The undisputed champ struggles to get to his feet.
So I'm not going to be near you good people with this awful BRB music. I thought that was a hot opening segment. I was saying before, I don't think Cody and Randy really have much built up. And I'm happy that this is sort of happening. This is sort of backwards. Yeah, I think this is good. I like it. It's out of left field. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, the whole the premise of Pat Senior. Out of all the people that I like, I wouldn't have guessed Pat McAfee. So that's interesting. Pat's a great manager in the couple of 10 years I've seen him in the role. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Oh, quick.
This is what happened just moments ago here on SmackDown as Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton face-to-face 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. They were brawling, and then all of a sudden, just when Cody had Randy damaged, from out of nowhere here in St. Louis, entering the fray, came Pat McAfee of all people. One turn, one look, McAfee was there, RKO shirt, and a shot right to the man parts.
Right to the man parts.
And he wasn't done there.
Cody, I'm the one on the phone telling Randy Orton he needs to kill everything.
Well, we got our answer. This is the person Randy Orton has been speaking to for weeks. Pat McAfee, and what a major statement sent to WWE champ Cody Rhodes just 2 weeks before their showdown at WrestleMania. The game has just changed before our eyes, thanks to Pat McAfee.
Mission accomplished, I think.
Mission accomplished. Yeah, mission accomplished.
Yeah, man. That's true, too. All of it. I needed you.
Right here. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, you got it, man. Sometimes we just gotta remind people that they're in the good conversation about to take the GOAT spot to save the business.
So McAfee repeats the phrase that we heard him say in the ring in terms of save the business, telling Cody that the business he's leading at this point as champion is terrible.
Look, I don't disagree that Randy Orton is in the GOAT conversation, but to say that Cody Rhodes represents everything you hate about modern WWE, to me is just absurd. We're stunned.
McAfee saying he's the guy on the phone who's been telling Randy what to do, to kill everything. And now with that, we
Randy
are
hasn't
just
looked like that
2
in
weeks
years.
away from Rhodes and Orton meeting up the undisputed WWE Championship, WrestleMania Vegas.
We got Rhea home wrecking Ripley here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Adelaide, South Australia, Rhea Ripley Wade, who has found out a lot about the women's champion Jade Cargill in recent weeks. Been well over a year since Rhea has held singles world championship. Now just a couple weeks away from getting a chance at returning and having gold in her hands.
Yeah, we've just seen a major curveball thrown the way of Cody Rhodes, courtesy of Pat McAfee. This was a woman who had some curveballs thrown her own way in recent weeks. Why? Because it's all at stake in 2 weeks' time at WrestleMania.
I'm interested in this match.
WWE Women's Championship on the line as Jade Cargill defends against Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Only a few weeks ago, she said to Jade, "My body is built different, it's built for fighting." That has been tested to the limits in recent weeks with everything that Jade Cargill has put forth and who is aligning with her. Great reception here in St. Louis for Rhea Ripley.
So we got Meechin coming out.
And her opponent, accompanied by Beefhead from Montana, California, Meechin. Well, Meechin just 3 weeks ago was the rival opponent to Jade Cargill, who will be opposite Rhea Ripley in a couple weeks in Vegas. Then brokered the deal, plotting, and Meechin has been by her side, damaging Rhea Wade.
Yeah, this is last week. Ripley supposed to be taking on Beef out. The match did not last long because things
Adjust my
down
seat
in a
here.
hurry. And this was the match that got thrown out after this attack from Jade Cargill. Now Jade Cargill et al. Sending a major message to Rhea Ripley with one jaded. And if that connects at WrestleMania in 2 weeks' time, it will be a successful defense for Cargill.
Now, last week we heard from Meechin when she was very pointed and directed at Rhea and saying, "Listen, I've been fighting for decades just like you. We've been putting in the work just like you. And we're the ones that are forgotten." She's sick and tired of it.
Yeah, she feels that Jade
The black and
Cargill
yellow
has given
gear on
Meechin
Meechin
an opportunity
is
to put herself in the spotlight, an
like it's good for the
opportunity
camera.
never afforded to her.
I like the particular yellow she's used here.
Now, these two do have some
The
historical
asymmetry in the
beef
gear as
going all
well.
the way back
There's
to
a
the time when
bandana, a
Meechin
yellow
was
bandana
part of
around one of her
OC
legs.
alongside AJ
Meechin's.
Styles, and of course, Rhea Ripley was part of Damage Control. Excuse me, Judgment Day. Let me get that one right.
Well, that leg drive by Rhea Ripley, when she plants that shoulder in there, it is something.
Yeah.
The big old SOS by Rhea Ripley now. The sack of shit fall away slam. Tossing Meechin across the ring. Rhea Ripley's firing up.
Tendency to hit top form in WrestleMania season.
She's hitting top form early on here. She is amped up, fall-away slam. She has been in complete control early on here against Meechin. And look who
Now
arrives.
Jade Cargill coming out in a fluffy yellow jacket.
This arena has shifted, and this is where Rhea Ripley needs to stay.
Meechin taking another sack of shit slam.
Not allow distractions.
Rhea Ripley distracted by the women's champion Jade Cargill's presence. Oh, Meechin.
That cost her. Release German as
Gotta love
Meechin
it. A
takes
German
advantage.
suplex from Meechin. And Rhea Ripley just got flung. That was wild.
Showing on Wade with you here in St. Louis. Rhea Ripley was in complete control early on against Michin, up until the point that Jade Cargill just arrived. He's now
She's telling you to say nice things about the women's WWE champ, Joe Tess. You have a tendency to say nasty things about Jade Cargill. Watch your mouth.
Jade Cargill hovering here ringside as
and you're nervous about that, right, Joe Tess?
you're watching what's right off to your right hand.
Two powerful ladies to players at ringside. They're a little unpredictable.
Michin taking control with a nice clothesline on Rhea in the middle. Michin into the pin on Rhea. Rhea out at 2.
Michin doing a hell of a job. Was given that upper hand
Michin
in this
picking
match
up
thanks to
Rhea.
that arrival of Jade Cargill.
Outside the ring, Rhea goes. Now B-Fab working Rhea Ripley over while the referee's distracted by Michin.
B-Fab lands a big right hand, then Jade just mocking and talking to her soon-to-be championship opponent.
Just a coordinated attack on Rhea Bloody Ripley. This is essentially 3-on-1 behind the referee's back here. You might not like it, but it's highly effective.
Look at the leg. We're going to put it away here.
And could you imagine, Joe, if Michin pulls off the
Michin
unthinkable
pressing the
here
knees
and
into Rhea's
earns a
back, crossing the
victory
ankles up. It looks like we may have some sort of
against Rhea Ripley.
surfboard
What would that
stretch.
mean for Michin's career?
Incredible. Just
Bow and
stretching
arrow.
her out. Look at the position that she's got her in now.
A nice modified surfboard here, just clanking the lower back of Rhea Ripley, who is in a bad way now. And the game plan of Jade Cargill has been absolutely masterful here.
This is starting to become my work uniform.
So much of the emotion we heard
Nondescript
and the
black
reality
shirt.
from Michin a week ago is manifesting here in this attack against Rhea Ripley. She sends her to the corner, and Rhea just able to get out of the way. Then the roll up, and Michin survives it, a 2 count.
Oof.
Big shoulder tackle right into the middle cover.
Part of the issue when you're taking on someone like Rhea Ripley is they are never truly down and out. Even when you've got everything stacked in your favor, you simply cannot relent for a split second, because immediately firing back will be the Eradicator.
Ooh.
Once again, just a small
Michin
window
talking
opens
shit and Rhea just
immediately with
up
heavy
kicking out.
artillery going the way of Michin.
Back shot to the
Is Rhea
midsection
Ripley.
of Michin, but Michin firing back, keeping Rhea Ripley down. Rhea Ripley trying to fight her way back up. They're coming out of a commercial break now. Rhea firing off a forearm in the middle off the rope. Ooh, Michin with a
2
drop
weeks
kick.
ago, Jade Cargill, the women's champion,
Back in the
called out
pin,
Rhea
1,
Ripley.
2.
Michin with the
Rhea
cover
out at
there.
2.
And B-Fab and Michin shockingly joined in attacking Rhea Ripley. Last week, Rhea had a match against B-Fab. It dissolved again into an attack by those 3. Now, it's Michin who's been in control, attacking Rhea consistently with strikes and kicks and
I
controlling
like
this match here
having
in St.
Michin
Louis.
around
Michin's been an absolute menace
B-Fab
since
and
this match started. Aided and
Jade,
abetted by the
because
2 ladies on the outside.
Michin is very
WWE
tender.
Women's Champ Jade Cargill.
She has a
and of course,
front
vicious
guillotine on
B-Fab.
Rhea right now.
Rhea Ripley behind the referee's back on more
Michin's
than one
been around the
occasion in
locker
this
room for a
match.
long time.
Trying to power up that out.
She knows a lot of the ins and outs, the ebbs and flows, and kindness and courtesies you can extend.
Times like Mission Impossible for Rhea Ripley, thanks to the activities of those on the outside of the ring. But with this kind
Rhea
of
with a big
power,
suplex out of the
this
front
kind of
guillotine.
resolve, you cannot write off Rhea Ripley 2 weeks before that massive showdown at WrestleMania with the
This
champ.
Bailey and Lyra
See
thing.
that kind of strength, that kind of power
So
of Rhea
dope.
Ripley, and then you think about the match that could be coming our way in Vegas against
Cody
Jade
versus
Cargill. Now center of the
Thomas
ring,
somewhat
going live, right
interesting.
hand after right hand, chop after chop, as Rhea tries to fight her way right
Oh,
back
Rhea,
into
Rhea
this.
with the wrist control clothesline. The short arm clotheslines by Rhea Ripley. Ooh, back kick. Rhea with a big mat return on Michin. Running off the ropes, drop kick.
Of course, Ripley's opponent at WrestleMania getting a ringside view of just how damn good Rhea Bloody Ripley can be.
Michin able to escape for a moment.
Oh, exchanging headbutts are Meechin and Rhea Ripley. Rhea laughing.
Rhea Ripley, and now perhaps ready to put Meechin
Readying up
to the
Meechin. Oh, struggling her up. Meechin up in the crucifix position. Rhea struggling for the. Ooh.
And delivers. Oh,
And then a big running fucking knee.
And somehow Meechin survived.
Yeah, that is absolutely astounding when you look at the double whammy of offenses. Razor's Edge followed up by this running kick to the jaw. How the hell Meechin kicks out of that, I will never know. But Meechin is double top.
Rhea setting up Meechin.
Good luck dealing with this.
Oh, Riptide evaded by Meechin, yanking down Rhea by the hair.
Meechin able to slam her down.
Ooh, Meechin kicking Rhea, getting up. Rhea rolling over to the corner. In a seated position. Meechin might be taking too long, loading up the next attack. Going for a cannonball, Otto Von style. It misses though, Rhea is out. Ooh, Rhea with the Eddie Gordo kick. Face first into the turnbuckle goes Meechin. Oh gosh, Rhea just scoops up Meechin in the electric chair position. Oh, Meechin with a poison Rana. No way. Eat defeat, soul food. High stack pin. Rhea out.
Rhea Bloody Ripley. Never doubt her.
And that would have been the biggest win of Meechin's career. And what a shocker it would have been for Rhea Ripley, who is living dangerously here.
Meechin in the face of the referee.
From this attempted perhaps electric chair, but turned into feet. Because many opponents with that, it didn't work tonight. Not
Meechin, wow. Meechin powerbombing Rhea, rolling her back, picking up Rhea again. Oh god, Rhea kicking her feet, getting out, back body drop on Meechin. Oh, it looks like Rhea's loading up for the prison trap. The standing cloverleaf. Meechin tapping out.
As she looks through Jade Cargill and doesn't release it. And now B-Fab gets right in there against Ripley.
Oh, B-Fab went for a kick. Rhea ducked out and headbutt B-Fab. Jade Cargill slowly climbing the apron. Oh, Meechin from behind with a chop block. Oh. The gals are beating the hell out of Rhea Ripley.
But now getting mugged by B-Fab and Meechin. It is impossible to defend yourself against women as vicious as this.
And now we've seen 3 straight weeks of this. For 3 straight weeks, it has been Jade Cargill.
Io Sky here to make it safe for Rhea Ripley, I think.
Io Sky, Rhea's closest, dearest ally. There will be no
Io ducking Meechin, Shote, beat Fab going in for a kick. Io caught the kick and threw it at Meechin. B-Fab and Meechin going to attack. Io all over the ring, dueling drop kicks from Io and Rhea.
Io Sky, just when mommy needed her most.
Taking a little vacation from Raw to head over here to the Blue Brand and help Mammy out.
WrestleMania season.
Did not like a taste of her own medicine just 2 weeks before that showdown at WrestleMania.
I'm good to go. I swear. I promise.
It's almost as if you just should have listened to us. See, Randy did not change. No. Randy went back to just being Randy Orton. It's almost as if the universe is white again.
And the only person that hasn't accepted that yet is, well, you.
Guys, I'm not going back and forth with you, okay? You want to take credit for what Randy did, that's fine. How about this? I'll talk to Aldis. Me and you, we can fight tonight.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're a pretty big fan of making bad decisions, Matt Cardona.
How do you tell it's me to fight for this Lantern tonight? But after what happened to those tag team titles, I'm not letting this thing out of my sight. So with that being said, I need somebody out of the family to step up and take care of it.
They already said Tama Tonga was going to do
So
this.
please tell me, who's it going to be?
Why are we fighting for that lantern?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Why are we fighting for that lantern? That damn thing has been nothing but problems for all of us, especially you.
Okay, I got a better idea. Why don't you go out there and fight for this lantern then?
Good. I'll handle Howdy. But I'm going out there alone.
Okay, but before you do, don't mess this up.
I'm interested to see what comes of this.
This April, live from Las Vegas, the best in the world, CM Punk.
I'm the champ, and I call the shots.
Versus the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Two of the biggest stars for the World Heavyweight Championship.
So the second segment feels like it kind of like it did a good job of like cooling off the whole build up of Orton. I feel like cooling off is a bit insulting, but it like relaxed the energy. It gave us a wrestling match to kind of all put our eyes on. It was interesting for sure. Having Rhea get help from EO instead of somebody that could reasonably be on SmackDown with her after the beef may have been more of a move, but with everybody there anyway, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm not gonna. I'll just be right back. Music is awful. I hate these messages. Watch this. Some fucking anime shit. Sorry. Like the most I could say right now is like, yeah, everybody had a good showing. I don't know if Rhea got new tattoos or if I just didn't know she had as many as she did. She is just covered. It's interesting. I don't really pay attention to stuff like that intensely. One moment, please. Oh, my leg. My life is like fucking Groundhog Day.
This is an amazing weekend here in St. Louis because tomorrow is the biggest day of the year in NXT. It is Stand and Deliver. We'll be at the factory here in St. Louis. Comes your way tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Tickets are on sale by way of Ticketmaster. Of course, you can watch it on YouTube in the U.S., Netflix internationally. Joe Hendry defending the NXT Championship.
Yeah, we got Stand and Deliver tomorrow.
Come out as the NXT champ. Saturday night, Stand and Deliver. Going to be awesome here in St. Louis.
Maria, you've been outnumbered ever since Jade recruited Meechin and BFAB. Was EO showing up tonight a proactive way of evening the odds ahead of WrestleMania?
Come on, Kat. I mean, week after week, Jade has proved to me that she can't do this on her own. The thing is, she didn't think that I had a backup plan. The difference between Jade and I is she has followers. Well, me? I got friends.
Best friends.
Hey.
So no matter what, I will always have you back, Rian.
Thank you. And look, I'm always going to have yours too. And when we're together, we're bloody unstoppable. And that is exactly why, when it comes to WrestleMania, I will be walking out the new women's champion. Catch you later.
I think Audio had her back moments ago. There's Uncle Howdy. Of course, he's been out without the Wyatt 6 cherished lantern for some time, even after some recent victories when seemingly thought he'd be in his hands again.
Well, the Fireflies are out in force, but the lead Firefly, that lantern, has been missing for months. Missing because it's in the possession of Solo Sikoa and the MFT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 220 pounds, representing MFT, Tama Tonga!
And Wade, he said it to Solo Sikoa. I'm going to go it alone here. Just him. There he is, without the typical flank of the other MFTs in Solo. Tama Tonga.
Yeah, well, he's had Shinsuke Nakamura of late in his ear telling him, why do you need the MFTs fighting your battles for you? That seems to have rankled somewhat with Tama Tonga. Although Solo Sikoa has been
Dallas
trying to get rid of Shinsuke Nakamura, leave 9 man alone, but regardless, Tama Tonga tonight going it alone to deal with the, as Solo puts it, Uncle Howdy problem.
Oh, Howdy trying to go right to the mandible claw.
Oh, that's his nuclear weapon. If that connects, this one really is game over, but Tama Tonga wise to it.
Uncle Howdy cornering Tama Tonga, stomping him down with kicks, a flurry of kicks, a stampede of kicks.
Question, why are we fighting for that lantern? It has been
Uncle Howdy now running into the corner, Tama Tonga catching with some tricep knee, following with an uppercut.
With the Wyatt 6 lantern.
Well, I get it. Tama wants to give the
Tama using a nice uppercut flurry to put Uncle Howdy on the second rope. Ref counting. Ooh, headbutt by Tama Tonga while his opponent's in the rope. Ref should be counting and he's not. Ref, the opponent is in the ropes.
But the Wyatts are nothing without their lantern. That is why he is so keen to remain in possession of it and be the #1 group here on SmackDown.
Tama Tonga. All that pressure.
Ooh, that was a good whiplash move.
His neck and head right into the top rope.
Devastating move there by the Tongan Terror.
It's a cool move.
There's the Wyatt 6 and the MFTs. They have had this recent woven history together, and now Uncle Howdy and Tama Tonga here in action in St. Louis.
Man, there's been months of verbal threats, sneak attacks, taunting. The loss of championship gold between these two groups.
Tama following Uncle Howdy around the ringside now.
Tama Tonga's mission is
oh, the right hand of Uncle Howdy sent into the stairs. Tama. Ooh, now Tama's stomping on the hand while he was on the stairs.
Performance so far from Tama Tonga.
And now Uncle Howdy's problem is that right hand that Tama Tonga is brutalizing.
Ooh,
I'll tell you
SmackDown
right now,
coming
that
from
is
Italy,
absolutely
Genius from
June 5th.
Tama Tonga. Beat up that right hand. How the hell can Uncle Howdy hit that mandible claw?
It went for it very early on. And
Raw,
Tonga
June
tried to
8th,
take
Paris,
back
France. We know Paris is a great
neutralize
show.
that weaponry.
Raw, June 22nd, London,
Scrambling for
UK.
anything here is Uncle Howdy, and Uncle Howdy simply cannot get a foothold now that Tama Tonga has the upper
Clash
hand.
in Italy, May 31st. That'll be a good show.
Lining up his prey, lining up his victim. Uncle Howdy looks almost a beaten.
Oh, Tama Tonga running and vaulting off the stairs to clothesline Uncle Howdy.
Points about Tama Tonga right now. And what a year he's had thus far. Some major victories already. The likes of Nakamura, Dragunov won tag gold earlier this year, albeit losing it in the end to Priest and R-Truth. But it has been a massive step up in level.
Uncle
thus
Howdy
far
pummeling,
in 2026.
Tama Tonga pummeling Uncle Howdy about the head and face.
With the Uncle Howdy
And we've got a running, sliding clothesline by Tama Tonga. Tama taking his time stalking around the ring. We are in commercial break. We've got a minute left. Tama working the crowd very well. He's getting a reaction. Ooh,
Continues the beat
pummeling
down
the back of Uncle Howdy's head. Cross faces and headbutts.
Motivator is for Tama Tonga actually beating a massive name here, like Uncle Howdy. Or the fact that if he loses this match, he's going to have to deal with a highly irate Solo Sikoa for failing in the mission that he's been sent out here to fulfill.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the way Solo put it forth before Tama Tonga came out to take on this match.
I'll tell you right now, so technically astute is Tama Tonga, attacking relentlessly here, and Uncle Howdy has barely got 3 shots in this entire match so far, and things are going south in a hurry.
Back from commercial.
You got to go all the way back to January 9th in Germany when Solo Sikoa, the leader of the MFTs, was able to secure the Wyatt Six cherished spiritual beacon, their lantern. Back and forth they have gone. Look at what happened later in January when the Wyatt Six lost the tag team championships to the MFTs. And then moments ago backstage, before this match between Tama Tonga and Uncle Howdy, Tama Tonga turning to Solo Sikoa and said, "Why are we fighting for that lantern? It has been such a problem for us."
Ooh.
Now Tonga, who's been in complete control throughout.
Tonga in the corner, Uncle Howdy taking control now. Tricep meet.
Uncle Howdy really turning up the dial now. Finally, he's got a little opportunity.
Tama trying to fight out of the corner. Uncle Howdy
You can
punching back.
see the effects of that.
But that hand is still
right
hurt
hand
from
damage.
the
Remember,
assault
Tama Tonga
earlier.
was targeting that right hand, slamming it against the steel step, stepping down on it.
Well, that's part of the problem when you have a damaged body part like Uncle Howdy does here. Sometimes you fight instinctively. You throw a punch, not realizing briefly that you have a busted hand. And that really caught Howdy there, just when he was getting the wind in his sails.
And
Uncle Howdy again sitting in the corner, seated by his opponent, Tama Tonga.
Tama Tonga was able to deny that.
Uncle Howdy finding his footing. Tama Tonga backing up into the opposite corner, running in. Oh, goodness. Uncle Howdy caught the mandible claw on Tama Tonga.
It is locked in.
Oh, boy.
Howdy, even with the effects that right hand has taken, the damage it's taken, has the
Solo on his way up with the lantern after Tama Tonga said, "I want to do this alone."
Solo Sikoa had to do something. And now taunting Howdy with that lantern, that precious lantern that represents the legacy, the spirit
Uncle Howdy distracted by the lantern outside with Solo Sikoa. Tama Tonga. Oh, Solo lining up an attack.
Just when Howdy had this one.
Now Tama yelling at Solo.
Tama wanted to do this.
Oh boy, Sister Abigail.
Tama Tonga told Solo, I'm doing this on my own. Well, Solo Sikoa came down to help Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga didn't appreciate it and got caught with
Should be
a
listening
Sister
to Tama.
Abigail. But to be clear, he was in the mandible claw when Solo came out here. Solo saved him. I understand what Solo did there.
No, man. I was trying to help. You ain't helping me. I was trying to help you. I ain't helping nobody. This man. What are you doing? Get him, Jimmy. You need to trust him. You don't need to.
Tama yanking the lantern away
Tama told him that lantern's been
from
problems
Solo
for us.
and offering it to Uncle Howdy.
And it's back in Howdy's hands.
Uncle Howdy has it now.
I mean, one rule in life, you do not go against the wishes of the boss, regardless of if you're Tama Tonga or not.
Miz, I'm worried about the curse. I know. But this past week for me, it's been a little bit toxic. I helped a lady put a bag on the overhead in the plane. She didn't even ask me. I've been at the gym, grunting. It's obnoxious, it's loud.
There is no curse, man. Bro, we got to have hot water in the hot tub. Tell Nick Aldis his credit card declined too.
Oh my God, our
If you guys looking for memberships to be in the new Judgment Day, bro, we full of applications. We're not taking any.
Very funny. You know what your problem is, Truth? You don't take anything seriously, yet everything goes your way, doesn't it? You don't earn it. Just for once in your life, I'd love for you to master something, inspire someone, zone in. I challenge you.
Say less. Challenge accepted. I never met you a day in my life. You just open challenged us to a tag match. I'm gonna go talk to Nick Aldis before you change your mind. There will be a tag team championship match tonight on SmackDown in St. Louis, Missouri.
Our Truth gives me a headache.
Did we just get a tag title match?
Yeah. Master Inspire Zone In.
Master Inspire Zone In. Yes.
How would that happen? Coming up next, we will hear from the new United States champion,
So
Sami Zayn.
that segment was
Don't go anywhere.
a segment. That's for sure. Ouch. I'm trying to. What do I even say? The match was. I don't know. It felt a little bit plotting, but it also feels like it's building towards something, so that's good. Goodness me, you can tell everything that I've been up to. Lordy lord. Let's check if any cataclysm has happened. Okay. So what, we're going into the second hour? I think it's been all right thus far. It's yeah, I think that's fair to say. The opening segment offered a lot in the way of like surprise. They cooled it off. I think. I think they or somebody or the however this works these days booked Ryder versus Aleister Black, which is like okay. What else? Io Sky made a pop in. I don't know why my brain's telling me that Io's gonna. I feel like Rhea's gonna win at WrestleMania. Cleo, what's wrong? I feel like Rhea's gonna win at WrestleMania, and then Io's just gonna like boot fuck her or something or jump on her. Cleo, hello, you sucky girl. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. This fucking cat. You say hi? Okay, that's my hurt leg. This cat. As I see Tiffany Stratton on the BRB screen, I'm interested to see if she's got any TV time tonight. I've seen that Sammy's going to be featured next. R-Truth booked a tag team title match. I don't know how he's got power like Nick Aldis. That's confusing, but at the same time, it's the... What have I done? What?
Well, you know, WWE World's returning to Vegas, and this has just been announced, and it is incredible that John Cena is joining The Undertaker for a live recording of the 6 Feet Under podcast. This is going to come your way on Saturday.
Look at Sucky Bear Cleo.
Two all-time icons, one stage,
She's my big
no
girl.
script. Cena and Taker, the conversation you won't hear anywhere else. You can get your tickets at WWEWorld.com.
Hello.
Hi, Drew. So this what it is, huh? Me and you, one-on-one at WrestleMania? You're talking about unsanctioned, huh? Then my life has been a roller coaster, non-stop. I went from the streets to county jail, from the independents to WWE. Hell, I done made it out. You see, when you come from the gutter, you're forced to be a product of the environment. It ain't about who's wrong. It ain't about who's right. It comes down to survival. Let's keep it 100. Every decision I made, every day I was locked up, it brought me right here to this very moment. Because in this match, there are no rules.
Don't look at me
There was no
like
one
that.
to stop me.
That's
No one to break it up. And for damn sure, ain't no one there to tell me what I can or cannot do to your punk ass. Hey, Drew. So at WrestleMania, you're in my world. Let's see if you make it out. You know what I mean?
Nick! Sammy! Hey, I want to thank you just for giving me the opportunity to go ahead and talk to these people and celebrate this U.S. Championship. Can you confirm or deny? Did I hear I'm going to have pyro?
I can confirm.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Look, I also just want to apologize about last week. I know things got a little testy.
Sammy.
No need to apologize. I didn't give you anything. There was no spot for you. You did what Sami Zayn does. You made a spot for yourself. Thank you very much. Now you go out there, talk to those people. I'm about to. All right.
Yep, that's not your music, Sammy.
Now, is Trick going to get all the pyro? Wait, who's with Trick? Someone's with Trick on his podium.
Oh, Trick Willie with some extra star power with them tonight. Oh boy, Lil Yachty in the house. Oh, Trick Willie tells her where a poke and Sammy Reckon side and one up him lately, doesn't he? Trick went on first take with Stephen A. Smith this past week. Invited Lil Yachty along to SmackDown. Yachty, a huge WWE fan,
What?
cannot accept bastard up.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
I like it.
And multi-platinum diamond artist Lil Yachty, Trick Williams. Yachty's loving it. Trick Willie's taking it all in. And this audience here in St. Louis is loving it too, and Trick Williams locked in on his showdown with United States champ Sami Zayn at WrestleMania in 2 weeks.
What? 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 St. Louis!
Yo, Trick.
Hey, check it out. The truth is, I came out here tonight to celebrate my first match at WrestleMania. But I couldn't help but notice, since it is WrestleMania season and we're bringing out all the stars, we're bringing out Jelly Roll, Pat McAfee, then it's only right that I bring out my boy. I'm talking about Lil Yachty.
Hey, brother, I want to let you know I appreciate you and I want to congratulate you because WrestleMania is not for no little boys and little girls. It's for legends in the making, and that's what you is, brother.
I appreciate that, my dog. I appreciate that.
Yes,
but I need for you to understand something. I ain't bring you out here just to celebrate. I gotta ask you something.
What?
And y'all gotta understand, me and Lil Yachty go way back like white walls on the Cadillac.
Let's talk about it.
So maybe, if it's cool with you,
What?
we pack up
And
get the all white
and go where?
bring the meat coat
Where?
and bring it to WrestleMania.
That's what I'm talking
with your boy
about,
Trick
baby.
Williams.
I thought you would never ask.
Cause you know, Yachty, there's nothing in the world that I will not do to get that United States championship.
What you saying?
I'm saying I ain't taking no lip off no gingerbread man.
You say what?
I know.
I said I ain't taking no lip off no gingerbread man.
Get him.
Gingerbread,
Get 'em.
ginger ale,
Get 'em.
ginger tea,
Get 'em.
ginger beer,
Get 'em.
ginger root, ginger snap, ginger, it don't matter.
I like disrespectful.
I can get real disrespectful, dog. They don't understand. I can get real disrespectful.
How?
I think I'm gonna show them at WrestleMania. I'm gonna give them a little preview when I get to the top rope, and I tell them, hit Sami Zayn's pyro, cause Trick Williams runs SmackDown.
He cold. He cold.
Yo, Trick Williams.
Say Oh, Sammy's pyro.
He's so
Celebratory
man.
pyro that he was asking for. Well, upstaged once again by Trick Williams is the United States champ.
That's good. That's good, Trick. I think you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself, right? You're already planning the celebration. This is so Trick Williams. You've got the celebration planned. You've got the music. You've got the pageantry. You've got the rap artist. You've got all the presentation down. And that's all well and good, Trick. I'll be honest with you.
What are you doing?
The pageantry's never really been my thing. My thing's a little bit more dressed down, a little bit more working class. My thing is really what happens when I step between these ropes and what I do in this ring, Trick Williams.
You used to love me, Theo.
And here's the thing, Trick. At WrestleMania, there's going to be about 50,000 seats, and every single one of them is going to be pointed at the ring. And once the bell rings, you're going to learn in a hurry that all the fur coats, all the rap superstars, all the great music is not going to save you. Because when you were in the ring with me, you were in with one of the best to ever do it. And Trick, at WrestleMania, I am going to humble your ass.
There's a lot of weird energy going into this WrestleMania.
Hold on, everybody. I think Ginger Snap is pretty upset. But look here, Sami Zayn, it's something that you failed to realize, something that you failed to mention. The only reason you got that United States Championship is because of Trick Williams. Let's talk about it. Let me help you out even more. The only reason you're going to WrestleMania. Why? It's because of Trick Williams. Let's talk about it. Thank you, Trick Williams. You're welcome, Sami Zayn.
Oh, well, from let's talk about it to the guy who doesn't want to hear about it. 7 days ago, he was the U.S. champion. And Trick Williams
I was wondering if something was going to this.
cost him the goal by punching him in the mouth. Carmelo Hayes.
Now hold on. I just can't sit back and watch all this go down like that. Trick, you and I, we got history a mile long. And don't you worry, you're going to get your receipt. And I'm going to spin the block on you. And I know the perfect place to do that. But first, Sammy, the way you did that last week, you know what? That don't sit right with me. That don't sit right with anybody here either. Sammy, for months, I carried SmackDown on my back. I carried that United States Championship on my back.
That I can agree with.
All for you to take that title. When I had it at the 1 yard line, and you think you're going to be the one that's going to run across the end zone? No freaking way. So, Sammy, do me a favor. You listen to these people. They'll tell you right now, we don't want Sami Zayn. We want Melo.
This could be a very interesting triple threat match. What you think for everybody but Sami?
So Sammy, listen to these people. Give these people what they want. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
Give me my rematch.
Carmelo found his voice.
Carmelo, I've already told you, you know this. This is not a secret. I think the world of you. I do. And I agree with you. You did. You carried SmackDown on your shoulders for what was it, 9 weeks, 10 weeks? Every week doing the open challenges. You did phenomenal. I take nothing away from you, and I 100% do think you deserve this. I do. But here's the thing. You had an open challenge. I answered it, and I beat you. And in doing that, I punched my ticket to WrestleMania. I'm sorry. I genuinely am sorry that it came at your expense in any way. But the fact is, this match is already official. So you want a rematch for the United States Championship? I'm happy to give it to you, but it's going to have to wait till the other side of WrestleMania.
Oh, come on, Ginger Ale. Nobody wants to hear that, man. What happened to all that integrity you have? I say you give that man a chance.
You know, as much as I want to tell you to just shut your mouth and stay out of it, you're actually... He has a point. He does have a point. Because the truth is, if Trick Williams didn't get involved last week in our match, would I have beat you? I think so, but we'll never know for sure because Trick Williams did get involved. And here's the thing, it's happened to me too. It's happened to me too. When Cody Rhodes took advantage of an opportunity, I told him out about it. When Randy Orton took advantage of an opportunity at Cody's expense, I told him out about it. So now I'll admit, the same thing happened, and for once it worked out in my favor, and you would think I'd be thrilled about it. And I am. I'm happy I'm going to WrestleMania. But I don't feel good about that, Mello. All right? I don't. That's the truth.
All right, so quit yapping and do the right thing then, Sammy.
All right. Carmelo, you want your rematch? Fine, you got it. I'll give it to you tonight here in St. Louis.
That's great.
You win, and it's Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams. But if I win, the United States champion Sami Zayn walks in and takes on Trick Williams at WrestleMania, and that's the last I want to hear about it. We good?
We good.
Well, that took forever, Ginger Snap. We could have saved 5 minutes. You said that a long time ago.
Sammy goes on the trick over the top rope. But leave Lil Yachty alone.
Lil Yachty shakes his head and goes and checks out his friend, but we've got the rematch. Sammy and Carmelo.
We're running it back tonight for the U.S. title.
That's what I was wondering.
Why would you do that? Why would you give the Lancer back to the family court? Huh? Why? You got some type of game plan that I don't know how to. It's done. That stupid Lantern was tearing us apart. Let's get back to real business. Taking over SmackDown and taking all the titles.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Let's finish the Wyatts. After what we do, then we'll get back to business. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
No, interesting between Solo and Tama.
Solo did not look impressed with Tama. Sorry. Rub that my back.
Aleister Black, who the master of mind games and mind scrambling kicks. And a recent exchange with Matt Cardona has brought us to this moment. Aleister Black against Cardona right here, SmackDown in St. Louis. That's next.
This segment invoked a lot of thought for me. Because I remember thinking when Trick was backstage, or Sammy was backstage, when he said, "Did I hear that right? I have pyro." I was like, And then when Trick's music went off, I thought that Trick was going to take the pyro at the onset. But no. He gave us a verbal walk and then stole Sammy's pyro. The match happening tonight, I thought they would have made it a simple triple threat match. But the match happening tonight leaves room for something very interesting to happen. Sorry, I got to stretch my back. And that is that. Oh, the light was supposed to be blue. If Carmelo wins, then Sammy literally fumbled the ball. Like, right. I can't. I'm going to cry. Sometimes I get so sad for Sammy. But he also deserves it sometimes. The character. All right, I'll be right back.
Special night here on this road to WrestleMania. And just announced the United States Championship match, the rematch from a week ago. Sami Zayn, who was contemplating what does he do with WrestleMania around the corner. He's putting it all on the line. Sami Zayn, Carmelo Hayes just announced for tonight. Thank you, Nick Aldis. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Long Island. Ow. Of course, Matt Cardona, who stepped up to Randy Orton, that came with a price of pain and injury. This was 2 weeks ago. Cardona standing up for his friend Cody.
Golly, everybody getting kicked in the handbag.
A beat down from Orton in response. The Viper using a steel chair to snap the wrist of Matt Cardona. Now, last week, Cardona perhaps
Leo's giving me that look like we're gonna cuddle. This is gonna lay on my chest when I get back in the room.
Constantly attacking the arm of Cardona relentlessly before ending things with an RKO. I admire the guts of Cardona, but perhaps that was not wise, and maybe with that wrist still in a cast, a match against Aleister Black tonight is not wise either. Of course, Aleister Black has a way of poking and prodding. He told Matt Cardona, fight with
Aleister with a low ankle pick.
Win, and was only dealing with his damaged ego to have. Those were the words from Aleister Black. That is how we arrive here tonight. Cardona against Black. Well, Black has been verbally kicking anyone while they're down of late, trying to
Deep arm drag by Matt Cardona on Aleister Black.
Immediately, Matt Cardona
favoring that arm that Randy injured is
that wrist tuck, but immediately you can tell that cast really isn't offering too much protection. But I noticed that. I promise you, Aleister Black did too. I mean, he keeps reaching for it time and again here, so greatly effective.
But maybe this is, they were saying maybe somebody that has
always ready. He's not ready. He shouldn't be any
all of the moves that Matt Cardona is trying to use are being.
And this is why. And look at this.
It's not good. It's he's trying, but he's got that injury to his arm.
And someone like Aleister Black does not need a second invitation to attack a weak spot. That thing has a giant red target on it right now, and Aleister Black is hitting that target time and again, every which way.
Matt Cardona trapped in the corner right now. Aleister pulling him out, grounding him.
Aleister Black earlier, he's convinced that he is the primary reason why Randy Orton has evolved into this psychotic killer.
Overhead top wrist lock.
Of late. Black just is a specialist in poisoning
Cardona out, drop kick on Aleister Black.
Abilities, and certainly Matt Cardona has some of them right now. But what a gallant effort this is thus far from Cardona. Yeah, he's making this offensive rally back, and time and again is reaching for that left hand. He is in pain, but fighting through it like the warrior he is. Oh, nice double. You've got to watch out for these strikes from Aleister Black, who may be the best striker in this entire industry with all his Muay Thai background. Kicks, elbows, punches, knees, the whole works. Aleister Black can hit you from angles that you simply have no way of blocking him. Zelina Vega now offering a major distraction. Oh, and with that, the leg sweep and coming down hard on the apron was Matt Cardona. So a couple weeks ago, Matt Cardona brutally attacked by Randy Orton, who injured that left arm. Last week, the match against Orton, more damage was done. And here in this match against Aleister Black, that has been the target. But it's been a target that more often than not has been found by Aleister Black, who continues to launch assaults on that damaged wrist. Just snapped 2 weeks ago by Randy Orton. And it's going to take at least 6 weeks to fully heal. That is 6 weeks of rest and recuperation.
Aleister with those educated feet.
Has no interest in. No, there's no
well placed kicks to the chest of Matt Cardona, who's outside against the barricade in front of the fans. Aleister still working over that arm.
And just runs that left arm into the post, exacerbating whatever damage already exists in that wrist, making it even worse, even more painful, and even more debilitating for Matt Cardona.
Alistair jumping off on Matt Cardona. The ropes. Oh, Cardona moves, but Alistair landed a kick to the arm. Alistair following through with a suplex, lateral press, 2 count.
You can see Black is almost attacking that arm to open up spots on the body of Matt Cardona that he can further attack.
And Alistair following up.
Trying to cover up that arm, protect that arm.
Got the wrist locked up in the rope in the corner. Ref counting. Oh, Cardona throwing Alistair over the top rope. That was a slick comeback.
Cold there by Matt Cardona, who is desperately trying to get a little headwind in this match.
Just trying to find any chance he can.
Alistair back in. Cardona, double underhook. Doesn't work. Back body drop by Alistair.
Wasn't on balance.
Cardona followed through. So did Alistair. Oh, Alistair dropping a nasty kick into the chest of Cardona.
And Cardona finds a way to get the shoulder up.
2 count fall. Alistair looking a little disgruntled.
But it is highly effective. And now with all the time in the world to come up with a further game plan to torture his opponent, Alistair Black, the cogs are whirring.
Alistair still working over that arm of Matt Cardona.
Selena has been on the outside offering a massive distraction at one point to Cardona. That distraction was all
Alistair throwing Cardona into the corner, going to knee Cardona in the corner. Cardona kicking out. But oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alistair snatched Cardona out of the corner with a rolling guillotine and transitioned into a Kimura on the injured arm.
Anything is fair game for Alistair Black.
We're back from break now.
Well, Matt Cardona's been in excruciating pain, dealing with the left arm, originally damaged by Randy Orton, up against Alistair Black. And such courage to fight
big
back
spine bust by
dealing
Matt
with the
Cardona.
pain in that left arm.
Well, Matt Cardona shouldn't be anywhere near a ring right now, in my opinion. However, gamely fighting his way through the pain barrier here, despite being physically majorly hampered by that wrist injury from that Randy Orton attack, and now somehow may have engineered a possible path to victory. That is unthinkable.
Cardona comes back with the right elbow. Hasn't been able to use that left hand with much effectiveness. Even blocking that punch, you can see the issues he's having.
Matt Cardona having to alter his offense because that arm is just clearly bothering him.
To be resourceful and somehow
Using clotheslines with the right arm.
Wiles to get a little steam here.
Off the middle rope at Alistair. Alistair going underneath. Alistair chasing Cardona in. Oh, Matt Cardona again looking for that double underhook maneuver. But Alistair out. Hooking up a nice suplex. And Alistair transitioned it into a neckbreaker.
What a great counter by the veteran Matt Cardona.
Yeah, this is when 20 plus years of experience for Cardona.
Alistair seated in the corner. Cardona looking for the big face wash to drive by.
How his brain is even operating with all the pain that must be shooting at his left arm, I'll never know.
As he hooks the leg of
Cardona going for a count or for a pin, 2 count.
But now perhaps starting to believe is Matt Cardona. Perhaps so much damage has been done to that left wrist. It's almost numbing. But Matt Cardona, if he can just pick up the pace here, may have Alistair Black banged to rights.
The guts he has shown to try to fight
Cardona looking for flapjack into the top rope. Black trying to set Matt Cardona up on the top rope seated.
Yeah, nowhere safe when you're around Alistair Black. You're always in the line of fire from those strikes.
Looks like Alistair setting up a suplex type maneuver. Oh, Cardona out. Big drop kick off the middle rope by Cardona. Double underhook. This movie's looked for twice now. Oh. Whoa.
Nearly did it. Got a double underhook powerbomb with one good arm somehow pulling it off. Was Cardona. That might have been his biggest shot of victory here.
Looking for the drive by, the broski boot, the face wash, whatever you want to call it.
Preserve of power.
Oh, Alistair out. Oh, jumping knee.
Big knee again from Black.
Alistair hooking up a front suplex. Brainbuster. Follow through pin. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. Matt went to kick out. Alistair snatched the arm. Oh, dang. Matt out again. Oh, Alistair just picking places to put kicks. Now we're exchanging strikes in the middle of the ring.
It's almost like a magnet in that arm of Matt Cardona. He knows the position he has him, and he sees and hears the
I was
pain.
going to say, I was just fixing to say, I don't know if you want to be trading shots in the pocket with Alistair. Cardona, bless his heart, is trying. Alistair trying to maintain wrist control. Matt throwing a kick, gets caught, spun around, comes around with a forearm black mass. Black mass. Yeah, he can count to 40. This is precisely why you probably don't want to be trading in the pocket with Alistair.
Well, hats off to Matt Cardona. That was a superb effort, but you simply can't get into a fight with Alistair Black with any form of physical weakness.
I am here with Bailey and Lyra, and tonight you two face one of the teams that you will compete against at WrestleMania, that Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship opportunity. Now, Bailey, how meaningful is this WrestleMania knowing that you were robbed of that moment last year?
Well, obviously, losing that opportunity last year sucked, but I built a career off fighting with my back against the wall. So tonight, Charlotte and Alexa are going to pay for taking that opportunity of us winning the tag team titles on Monday. And they're going to pay for taking the opportunity of us walking into WrestleMania with those tag team titles. And tonight, Charlotte and Alexa are going to get a little taste of what we're going to do in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it. Charlotte and Alexa's friendship, surface level at best. If they had been through any of what we've been through this past year, there's no way they'd still be teaming today. Also, this WrestleMania, it's about more to us than friendship or even gold. To me, it's about making up for what happened to Bailey last year and making everything we have been through this past year worth it.
Well, good luck tonight, guys.
Thank you.
We're on the road to WrestleMania, and it has two massive, earth-moving, road-grading, heavy machinery humans. We're going to take a look back at Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar's epic confrontation from Monday. By the way, incredible documentary coming out on Peacock, The Heartbreak Kid Becoming Shawn Michaels. Here's your sneak peek.
Every once in a great while, an athlete comes along that sets himself apart from all the rest.
I just felt like I had to go out and be different and entertaining on a whole nother level. I wouldn't have pissed on Shawn Michaels if he was on fire. But when he came back around, he was a changed human being.
I love telling people about my dad.
If you look at this generation, so many of them will say, who's your biggest influence? Shawn Michaels.
Oh, this music. So I'm imagining that we've got 2 matches left. Just give me one moment, though. Ow. Hey, Green. Come here, you. No, you're burning. What's up? Hello, sneaky butt. Oh, you want my shirt? Yeah, you want my shirt. You always want to wear my clothes, Cat. Are you on YouTube now? You doing wrestling reviews? Yeah, your hair is everywhere. You scared of this thing? You scared of this thing? You can't start doing this now. You really doing this now? I gotta go.
The WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony is right around the corner in Vegas. It'll be at Dolby Live at Park MGM Friday, April 17th, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Of course, AJ Styles and Demolition, Steph McMahon, Dennis Rodman, Psycho Sid, Bad News Brown, all getting in to the WWE Hall of Fame. And tickets go on sale via Ticketmaster. You can get them there. A couple days later, you know what's happening. The massive showdown among the massive big men.
2 weeks ago, Brock
Okay, I gotta go.
Lesnar by Seth Rollins. Last week, Brock was not Lesnar fight. Well, tonight, if you notice, Brock Lesnar is dressed to fight. Enough! Over 30! Get your ass out here right now!
Actually, gentlemen, that will not be happening tonight. My job is to presume my main events for WrestleMania. Gentlemen, if you please, leave the ring.
Almost Femi forging its way to the ring. Well, no security guard is going to stop the roller. Oh my God! We'll have to wait for WrestleMania. All of that trying to keep these chicks separate before WrestleMania. This is box office. These two have to stay apart. Walk is not done yet. Yeah, it's a Triple H, the Hall of Famer, has stepped between them in the ring and keep them from fighting until WrestleMania 42. But there's no stopping what's happening in Vegas, Wade. Oh, man, two of the biggest superstars, physically speaking, we have ever seen. Power personified, the ruler over Femi versus the beast, Brock Lesnar, in 2 weeks' time at WrestleMania. And it is the return of John Cena as host
of WrestleMania, the Never Seen 17, 4 months removed from his final match. Now, Cena presenting WrestleMania to the world.
We don't even know if he was asleep or praying, but Nick Aldis don't like people laying around on the job. I thought he was dead.
No, he's very much so alive. And tomorrow night, NXT Stand and Deliver, you're looking at the new North American champion. Tell him, go ahead, tell him.
Tomorrow night, Johnny Wrestling's back. The best is yet to come.
Uh-oh! Go do it, boy! I love it.
Hey, man.
What's up, dog?
You know, there's a lot of good teams on SmackDown, but you chose our first title defense against The Miz and Kid. What's up with that?
It's easy, dog. They got cursed.
Cursed?
Yeah. Oscar cursed him last week.
Oscar?
Yeah, Oscar cursed him.
Oscar's on Raw.
Then who's the little girl running around backstage with the face paint?
You mean Danhausen?
That's Oscar.
Oh no.
Hold on, let me get this straight. So you gave an undeserving team
They challenged us.
tag title shots.
They didn't.
Because Danhausen
Oscar.
cursed them.
Now you get it.
I'm not getting anything.
It'd be easy, like taking candy from a baby.
Yo,
Plus,
chill.
St. Louis will get to see it's weapon time.
All right, look. Cursed or not, them boys, something bad's about to happen to them. I'm gonna go get ready.
That's what's up. Hey, watch out for Oscar.
Truth is one-on-one, isn't it? And how about this? Strong tag team actions on deck. 2 of our fatal 4-way WrestleMania teams, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, and Lyra Valkyria, and it's coming your way here on SmackDown next.
It really took that long. It seemed pretty stressing. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh my gosh, this hair. Let me check something here. Okay, I was looking to see if I could give my cat a treat, but it's generally not recommended. Like, I mean, a certain kind of treat.
I had my moment right in front of me. Shakespeare couldn't have written it any better. It was perfect. Family was going to see me walk out at WrestleMania as the undisputed WWE champion. A moment that was once stolen from you. This time it was stolen again by Jacob Fatu. Like I had to say earlier, Jacob, what did I hear? Excuses, justifications, lies. You're still nothing more than a criminal, a thief. You can change. I've seen people change, but you have not changed. You will never change. You will always be nothing more than a pathetic, dirty convict. You're only here because of your family. The same family that made my life an absolute living hell. The nepo criminal of the family. You might just be the worst one of all, and you can't outrun your past, man. Next week, I'm going to prove beyond all reasonable doubt you're as guilty as charged. Next week, I'm going to show the whole world who Jacob Fatu really is.
This could go wrong.
Match at Mania between those two.
Could also go great. Charlotte's robe is wild. Where's Alexa? Usually she comes out with Charlotte. Eats up a lot of TV time having separate entrances. That's why I'm confused here. Like, is this a tag team match?
The following tag team
Yes, it is.
contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing the
That could have been done quicker.
of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Charlotte and Alexa, they know what it's like to come so close to regaining their championship. By the way, let's go back to last week, their match against the Bellas, and give folks a little bit of an update on an injury, Wade.
Yeah, this is Nikki Bella suffering a nasty ankle roll in the Bella's tag match with Bliss and Flair last week, as you mentioned. Nikki is currently undergoing some rehab in order to be ready for their fatal four-way tag title showdown at WrestleMania 42. Get well soon, Nikki.
Of course, these three teams will be gunning for the irresistible forces at Mania.
This is good.
And their opponents, making their way to the ring, the team of Bailey and Lyra Valkyria.
And Wade, they've been a
Okay,
dynamic
Gren.
pairing, Bailey
Can you
and
please?
Lyra. They thought this past Monday that
Can you put 2 cups of water in a pot, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make food.
Mm-hmm.
SG, they may have their crowning moment before Mania even arrives.
Yeah, taking on the irresistible forces.
no.
Is the pot okay?
Let me see. Need a bigger pot, please.
Quick to jump straight on top of Charlotte.
I'm not gonna lie.
Flair, no matter
The
which
internet's having
direction
pick up
you
a
look,
month, and I'm
especially
not torn
in
out
recent
to
weeks, whether it's the Bellas or Charlotte or Alexa,
Perfect, thank you. 2 cups of water in there.
or what we saw at Madison Square Garden, everybody can seemingly make that argument. That's why it's perfect to have this fatal four-way at Mania.
Yeah, you're right. And countless matches have imploded over the past few weeks between
That's a good start by Lyra.
those 4 teams due to the outside interference from each of the other teams. So nothing has been resolved over the past few weeks, hence why we're having this massive showdown in 2 weeks' time in Las Vegas to decide who really is the tag champs in this division.
This was able to make the tag moments ago. Now you see the teamwork as they pin Lyra in that corner.
Well, you mentioned it yourself, Joe.
Oh, tornado
Bliss, of course.
DDT action.
Oh, wow!
Oh, my God.
DDT from Alexa Bliss. Good stuff.
Turn it on?
In a couple of weeks, these will be two
No, but
more
if you want to
teams
keep
in the
helping.
four-way to contend for the women's tag team champion.
Pardon?
The water's in the pot.
Okay, if you want to keep helping, get a cup of the rice ready,
Okay.
1 cup, and put it in a big bowl to soak, please.
Okay.
Chips now meeting up here in St. Louis. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. Forces pointing that out, and yet here they are.
Pause the video.
Tell you about the DNA of Charlotte Flair. If you give Charlotte Flair an opportunity to win gold, she will be your friend
Where's the
for as
measuring
long
cup?
as that window is open, and it certainly is wide open.
Where's the measuring cup?
with this duo of Bliss and
Yeah,
Flair.
like one, measured cup.
Flair.
Thank you.
Lyra Valkyria is one of those rising stars in this division. Has held some serious gold already in her time here in the Intercontinental Championship. Tag gold, of course, and is desperate for more. Desperate to keep building this legacy for herself. Following in the footsteps of a fellow doubling up in Becky Lynch, one of the greatest of all time.
Lynch, who, of course, will be in action. Women's Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania against AJ Lee.
The whole world is salivating for that one. Just top to bottom, a stacked card at WrestleMania, and it's still evolving. Let's not forget, of course, Sami Zayn versus Carmelo
Good job.
Hayes.
Good job. Okay, so we're going to put that in a big bowl full of water.
Against Trick Williams. Well, that matchup is coming up
Alright,
later on
so
tonight.
put it in the bowl
Our
first.
main event.
Sammy was quite
And then put
conflicted
lots
as to
of
what
water
he
in.
should
Maybe
do.
use the mixing bowl.
The challenge was put forth to give them
Make
the
sure it's
rematch,
clean
and that
first,
is
please.
indeed happening tonight. So Sammy risks everything, but the right
Little
thing
stuff.
to do to run it
This
back.
is
Sami
good.
Zayn, Carmelo Hayes will be
Her leg, oh god, the internet.
Lyra Valkyria in a hole. Just why Flair
And
and
it's been
Bliss
cold, so we can't go on our
rated
normal
so
walks. She
highly
needs to
in this tag division, and
get a
maybe the
little
favorites
something
of
done.
WrestleMania.
Unfortunately, the walks that we used to go on are not really much of an option.
Lyra Valkyria in a
So
tough
now that
spot.
she's kind of just
14-time world champion Charlotte Flair
able to
getting
poke
the best
around
of her
and
tag to Alexa Bliss.
I'm also worried about if it's a joint. And like I'm experiencing similar things to her.
Only a five-time world champion. Alexa
I
Bliss,
have
I just told
problems
you
with
how
some of the body
strong
parts, so like
that
I can.
pairing of Bliss and Flair really is. And Lyra Valkyria has been struggling.
Oh, I don't. It just needs to be a big bowl full. It doesn't need to be measured water. Yeah, you can just, as long as the bowl has lots of room for the water and the rice. Because then when this is done, I'm gonna and
SmackDown with Randy
then I'm
Orton
gonna start the
and
food.
Pat McAfee attacking Cody Rhodes here in St. Louis. You heard me right. Pat McAfee returning and teaming up with Randy Orton to beat down Cody Rhodes 2 weeks away from WrestleMania.
Oh, that might have been the opportunity for Valkyria to finally make that tag, but just in time, Charlotte Flair putting the brakes on the situation. They're back in agony now.
So close to making that tag to Bayley. Can she get just enough separation? Of course, just a few days ago on Monday Night Raw at Madison Square Garden, Bliss and Flair, they got in the mix when Bayley and Lyra were going for the tag team championships. It cost them. And now Lyra on the second rope, crossbody, and reaching out for Bayley, and makes the tag.
Well, Bayley, the veteran, has been desperate to get in there with one of her fellow four horsewomen, Charlotte Flair, are now completely unglued and taking it to the 14-time world champ.
She has been waiting, and now she gets hands on Charlotte. You know what happened on Monday night? We showed you that. You know what's going to happen in 2 weeks, but a lot to be decided here tonight in St. Louis.
The pressures of Casey Bayley has completely changed the outlook of this match. Now the whole world of trouble here is Charlotte Flair head first snapping back into the turnbuckle.
Into the cover. And getting a hand right on that bottom rope.
You know what you call that, Joe? You call that championship instincts of Charlotte Flair. Some are just born.
And now Bayley dragging Charlotte into that drop zone.
Charlotte looking incredibly groggy, but those instincts once again kicking in, getting out of trouble, and now turning the tide on Bayley.
Is the rice in there? Okay, that's good then. That's good. Thank you.
Not wasting any time in putting Bayley into position.
Bayley putting the brakes on here, saying, no, you're going to have to do this the hard way. There's been a lot taken out of Charlotte Flair in this one.
Oh.
Now adding some major assistance there. Lyra Valkyria acting like an anchor around the feet of Bayley just at the right time.
And then snapping Alexa Bliss down onto the apron.
Here's take two from the top rope.
The flying elbow drop lands. This could be it. And Flair finds a way to get that shoulder up.
Yeah, that's that durability that's taken Flair to the top time and time again. And may well do so in 2 weeks' time at WrestleMania. But not if Bayley can do something about it.
Now the teamwork from Bayley and Lyra.
And that's what it comes down to, that instinctive chemistry. Wow.
This could be it right now from Lyra. And Charlotte's still with enough in the tank.
I mean, let's face it, at this point, after that volley of abuse, most people are done and dusted, but Charlotte Flair just built a little differently than the rest. I'll see Charlotte have to dig deep. We haven't seen this side of her for quite some time. She's rocked here.
Lyra looking for more.
But baited in by Charlotte
Figure eight.
Flair.
Locking it in is Charlotte Flair, bridging to that figure eight.
And sheer agony now for Valkyria.
And Bayley comes in and makes the save.
Well, that was smart by Bayley because there was a tap out imminent. And Valkyria looks completely broken. Bayley trying to drag her to the corner. Man, Bliss is not having any of that. And now, right for the pickings perhaps, is Lyra Valkyria.
Able to secure Bliss. Boy, that strength of Lyra so impressive.
Criminally Under-respected is the power of Valkyrie.
Oh!
Look at this, Joe.
What a reversal! Looking for Sister Abigail DDT, but instead a counter by Lyra.
Big old-fashioned right hand to the temple, dropping the Irish woman.
Charlotte's calling for it, pointing to Mania, looking to deliver.
Oh, natural selection.
Natural selection times 2.
Three count.
Here are your winners.
Oh, and there's Lash Legend.
Lash Legend arrives.
There's a little payback from Monday night. Lash, the recipient of some
Nia Jax taking out everybody at ringside, while Lash takes care of everybody in the ring.
Jax. Well, there are always going to be consequences when you step to the tag champs. The irresistible forces picked their spot perfectly this evening.
Oh, what a big boot from Lash Legend. The champs are here. Nia Jax and Lash Legend.
A Pyrrhic victory perhaps there for Flair and Bliss.
Double smash in the corner.
Oops. Apologies.
Squarely focused on the 4 other opponents in that WrestleMania match.
Ragdolling Bayley and lining her up for destruction. The leg drop. The women's tag team champions. Irresistible forces
come out with the
going on the
championships.
heels of Charlotte and Alexa's win. Remember, still to come tonight, it is on the line. The United States Championship, the rematch. Sammy and Carmelo, the winner against Trick Williams at WrestleMania.
I told you. This whole curse thing is a myth. I mean, think about it. If we were cursed, how did we get a WWE Tag Team title match? Right? The universe corrects itself every single time. Curse. What curse?
Oh, no.
Somebody say curse?
No. Oh. What is that?
They're human teeth, obviously. Anyway, so Dan Hassan's going to come down to the ring with you tonight, so that way live and in person he can learn how to be me.
Wake up, Danhausen, you spooky little goblin. You are toxic.
Oh my God. Yes, well, anyway, if I do come down to the ring with you, I can uncurse you guys, and then you can win tag team gold.
You can undo the curse.
Oh, yeah, right, the devil curse you.
Stay away from the ring tonight or I'll make your life miserable. Because when we win the tag team titles tonight, you can take that curse and show.
Tag team champions coming up. Damian Priest and R-Truth.
Introducing first, with a combined weight of 469 pounds, they are the WWE Tag Team Champions, Damian Priest and R-Truth. Tag Team Championship match is next.
Monday.
I have nothing much to input to the segment. Obviously, like I said, I don't care much for Becky either. But Bayley and Lyra. Let me go back Cleo a little bit. Ouch.
It all kicks off with Seth freaking Rollins putting the ring check on Gunther on
Whoa. Yes, you're such a girl.
Monday, 8 Eastern by Pacific. Flex.
What? Fine. Okay, that's taken care of. Oh, these commercial breaks are so troubling. Yeah, I don't have much in the way of a thought process for the whole. I don't know. Feels a lot like they're just floating around. Bailey and Lyra. I'm like, I really approve of Nia and Lash Legend being tag team champions. And I believe that you're really going to have to pack a lunch, so to speak, as they say. I don't know if that's still said actually, but like you really do have to pack a lunch to get a victory over those two. And yeah. I just don't see like you're gonna need a multi-person or a multi-team match or something of that ilk to kind of reasonably take the titles off those two ladies. They quite an imposing force.
SmackDown, been an incredible night as we close in on this road to WrestleMania just 2 weeks away.
I have nothing for this tag team title match happening here either. Sexy Red's here.
Sexy Red, multi-platinum rapper, the host of NXT Stand and Deliver. Of course, that's going to be at the factory right here in St. Louis tomorrow. Sexy Red is here, Wade.
Yeah, get it sexy!
I know you got You My Everything atop your playlist all the time. Always, every rental car, you're crushing with that. So the unanticipated title reign of Dame Truth, Priest, and Truth, 14 days in.
Are you there?
And their opponents, with a combined weight of 431 pounds, the team of Kit Wilson and The Miz! The first title defense for Priest and Truth comes against The Miz and Kit Wilson because of the circumstances we saw with Truth backstage. And they took advantage of a little confusion. And this is how we get this title match.
Yeah, well, I'm liking this team of Kit Wilson and The Miz already. Instant chemistry. And of course,
Because Miz has an instant chemistry with every douchebag on the roster. It makes him so great.
Has worked for several weeks.
Oh.
But a nice shot there
Trickster.
right off the bat, fooling R-Truth on the man who lost a jelly roll unfathomably last week, Kit Wilson, back in top form.
Yeah, Kit Wilson shockingly
He doesn't even have his
upset by
vest off.
Jelly Roll.
That's a toxic dance right off the bat.
R-Truth showing him how the hips actually move.
No.
A little too much thrusting for my liking, Joe Test. This is a family show. Right now, teaching him a lesson in toxicity is Kit Wilson.
Now Miz trying to get to action.
Master inspired and sewn in on his former tag team partner. Kit Wilson like that.
But did he ever, or Miz has been reporting himself to be the veteran leader of the locker room.
Yes! It's about time the Miz got some respect. He's basically Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton all built into one.
Oh, we got running shoulder blocks here. We got R-Truth
Oh,
finding his
Ron
Cena-esque
Cena.
Ron Cena gear.
It's not Ron Cena. He thinks he literally is John Cena.
And the kick from
Oh.
The Miz.
And the referee didn't see that
at all.
And R-Truth now in a big amount of trouble. It's only
Looks like
getting
R-Truth
worse.
building a hot take for Damian
Man,
Priest.
that flying uppercut by Kit Wilson. Here in St. Louis, that's what are you doing with your... What are you doing? Are you mirroring Kit Wilson? You tell him. Get him up. Yeah, tell him to sit down.
Ooh, that's a toxic act there by Damian Priest. I was just dancing, enjoying the show.
Oh, and the Miz just driving R-Truth's back into
I
the
thought
side
they
of
were
the apron
talking
there.
shit, but it seemed like Priest was looking at Wade Barrett at ringside.
Master, inspire, and zone in. That's done. Joe Tesh, you're learning something tonight. This has just been textbook brilliance from The Miz.
Is it blazing on his backside?
The two-time Grand Slam champion who gets zero respect from this audience and from you, Joe Tess, I might add. Miz, one of the greatest of all time, with his new protege, Mr. Anti-Toxicity himself, Kit Wilson.
Stop it.
Divine.
Stop it. Honestly, I got to put the blinders on.
Sexy red behind me. I've got Kit Wilson in front of me. A man can only have so much happiness in one night, Joe Tess. I think I've reached the limit.
Well, it's going to get better. You got the United States Championship rematch coming up. Sami Zayn and Carmelo Hayes coming your way. Then, of course, in 2 weeks, you'll be broadcasting WrestleMania.
Feel like I'm in El Dorado. And in El Dorado will be Kit Wilson and The Miz if they win the gold tonight.
Truth was
Now
trying to
inching
check Priest,
closer and
and Truth
closer
was
to
getting
that
his ass
head to
kicked this whole
Damian
match.
Priest, the powerhouse of the team, but denied once again.
Dropping those elbows down on R-Truth.
Although we've seen some of the offense of Kit Wilson over the years during his time in NXT, and of course he's part of Pretty Deadly, but he is evolving before our eyes, and that evolution only gets better and better under the tutelage of the...
What the hell? What happened?
Dropping those elbows down on R-Truth.
Although we've seen some of the offense of Kit Wilson over the years during his time in NXT, and of course he's part of Pretty Deadly, but he is evolving before our eyes, and that evolution only gets better and better under the tutelage of the Miz.
Boy, R-Truth's in a world of hurt right here.
I'm not gonna lie, I have a little spot over
And
there
it's
that's
nothing
looking
less
really
than he
comfortable right now.
deserves, Joe Tess.
I don't really want to be sitting.
But just bringing an air of toxicity everywhere he goes.
More veteran presence and
If I
appreciation for what my
so
fans
much
are
as
doing.
move this
Now you're
surface,
talking about John Cena,
disconnect the
not John
video.
Cena. He's R-Truth. Don't let him fool you with his nonsense.
Of course, John Cena recently announced as the host of WrestleMania 42. That is going to be so special to have Cena in that role in Las Vegas.
She's looking so comfortable.
Who needs a wishbone?
I sense you have a real problem with Kit Wilson.
Well, I've had some issues with Kit Wilson in recent weeks. I have issues with them getting this title opportunity and how they came about getting it.
Your problem is, Joe Tess, you are a caveman of yesteryear. You're not a modern man like Kit Wilson and The Miz.
First championship defense of the tag titles for Damian Priest and R-Truth. And it comes against The Miz and Kit Wilson. Oh, and look at The Miz. Still pushing finale against R-Truth. He's trying to mount and here comes Priest. Watch out.
Oh, Priest got the hot tag.
Oh, and this suddenly turned incredibly ugly for The Miz and Kit Wilson, who were dominating proceedings. One tag later, things have done a major 180.
Everything Priest brings in moments like this.
About as imposing a human being as you can get.
You want some old school here in St. Louis?
Oh, it's punishment time indeed. Making it look effortless is the former World Heavyweight Champ. We're going to shut this down right now.
2 weeks of holding gold. And now defending here in St. Louis. Here's Priest. And flying in to save it was Wilson.
Well, the tag team veteran Kit Wilson just with expert time and all going for a tourniquet.
But instead of the tourniquet, the big boot and the kick from Priest.
Kit Wilson may have done himself a major mischief, and it's, oh no! Well, that may have finished Kit Wilson's night for good, but The Miz might be, oh no!
Oh, Truth was looking for a little AA. Both men down.
Well, both men know each other incredibly well from their time tagging together, both at the same, oh no!
How good is this?
Oh no!
Oh, how good is this?
Oh no!
Danhausen!
It's that little freak!
No, he's not a freak at all. Very powerful. Very evil, very nice. And here comes Danhausen in the midst of this championship match.
And he's marching like a demented Oberfemi.
He was trying to raise it this way with the kick. Oh, the jar of teeth is right on the apron. This is good stuff.
Get this man banned from WWE.
He's one of the best additions.
What is he doing?
He's looking for the tag. What is he doing?
He's not in the match.
That is outstanding stuff.
What are you doing? You can't beat.
Get a tag house in this.
You can't tag a man who's not in the match.
Well, now he's got the rope. He's got the tag rope.
That wasn't the problem.
Now this will work out just fine here.
That's not the rules. If you're not in the match, holding the tag rope doesn't make a bloody difference.
No, R-Truth a little confused. He just tagged Danhausen into the championship match.
I think we're all confused at this point, Joe.
Crowd's going crazy. A lot of Danhausen's borderline Stanhausen level here.
You belong in here. You get out right now.
Oh! A curse shield and a gap from the referee.
There is no curse. The curse isn't real. This is real.
Curse is real. Curse isn't real.
How did that happen?
Be a believer. Danhausen arrives.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, R-Truth, AA, attitude adjustment.
Yes. New champs.
Oh, skull-crushing finale. Could it be? Could it be? New champs. Be a believer, Barrett.
No. What is the referee doing? There is no curse. Use your hands, referee.
The Miz pulled him in and he was cursed.
He's a cheat. There's nothing wrong with his hand.
Then you tell me see why his right hand couldn't make a 3 count. Meanwhile, Priest, south of heaven. Go Lefty! Go Lefty! Oh, that's great! Here are your winners, and still WWE Tag Team Champions, R-Truth and Damian Priest! Have faith, House and Barrett!
Oh, no. You do not destroy the sanctity of a tag team championship match with nonsense curses by this referee, Dan England. He should be fired instantly. Failing a curse, what was it, dehydration or something? Got cramp at the wrong time.
You do have to hydrate out. Hold on.
Is that Cody? Wait, Cody's beating up Elton Y? Or Kit Y?
This is Cody got beat down earlier.
We got all dressed up in St. Louis tonight to find out who Randy Orton was talking to on the phone. And color me surprised, it was Pat McAfee. That's like if Scott Hall and Kevin Nash talked about the third man in the NWO, and instead of Hulk Hogan, it was Disco Inferno.
Bombaclat.
Pat, you stoner, grifter, Logan Paul without muscles, human hat rack, fly by night. You're gonna get your receipt, and boy, I felt it, and I should have. You're a former NFL punter, but Pat, you and everyone who represents you, and I know who I'm talking to, can kiss my ass.
We made a small mess here.
Oh no! Was that too far? What are you gonna do? Fire me? It sure worked out for you the last time. That's what Randy Orton wants for his legacy. For 15, St. Louis's own Randy Orton.
Okay.
My mentor, my hero. When John Cena was the angel on my shoulder, he was the devil. This was simple. You keep saying it's not personal. And even Stephanie McMahon comes out here, someone I love and respect, and tells me I need to go there. I need to go to a dark place. I've got to become a bad guy. And I hear it. Dark hair, the whole thing. The truth is, better than my excuse usually is, I don't know if I know how to do it anymore. I got 2 kids. I got my dream job here in front of this audience here tonight. And that's what you want. You got Pat tagging all these sites that only exist because WWE is hot right now. And you talk about me coming back in Dallas. Next year in Los Angeles, that's a record. The year after that in Philadelphia, that's a record. Followed by Las Vegas, another nearly untouchable record. And I was wrestling Roman Reigns, John Cena, and even The Rock. But make no mistake about it, they were also wrestling me. It's as simple as this. It's a wrestling match with 20 years of history with the 2 very best wrestlers to do it. And I am hearing it. I am hearing those voices inside my head, finally.
So you beat up Kit Wilson? What?
But you don't want to hear what they have to say.
Wow, the intensity of Cody Rhodes on the heels of how this evening started off with Randy Orton and Pat McAfee attacking him.
Yikes. Cody's kind of there. Oh my goodness.
Hi, can you get a butter chip shop, babe?
This picture is ridiculous. This man fell asleep. This is exactly what got me in the problem in the first place. This is what started everything last night. God, gosh darn it. I almost said a bunch of worse words. No, I'm not going to post that today. It's fucking hilarious. How long do we got left in our break? 1 minute. That was a good way. That was a good. I like that. I like that from Cody. Leaves your brain has to do some amount of work there. And really, there is no like given answer until WrestleMania, right? So we're all just waiting to see what happens. Oh my back. Oh, clearly you look so comfy. Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, I got a few seconds. I should check that water, make sure it's not overboiling.
We get close to one of the most anticipated matches in WrestleMania history. It awaits.
Looks to the sky of the garden as Roman Reigns gets set to head into a main event once again at WrestleMania. We might have a fight on our hands, Cole. And Reigns and Cole going at one another. You're not sick punk, you're just a punk ass bitch. That title on your waist, it's an embarrassment. Because at the end of the day, you're old. Roman Reigns holds the title.
Ouch. Ouch. Getting old here.
Big time superstars with even bigger egos. The World Heavyweight Championship on the line. CM Punk defends against Roman Reigns in one of your main events at WrestleMania.
Among the other matches coming your way, you saw what happened.
Rollins and Gunther could be a banger.
Surprise attack set.
Like I said this before, I'm very interested to see how far they've come with in-ring chemistry since their last meeting.
Cannot get along under any circumstances. the Intercontinental Champion, the diminutive AJ Lee, defends against the man, Becky Lynch.
There are certain matches where you know exactly what you're going to get, like jaw-dropping moments. It's sure to happen with the
Ray
Intercontinental Championship
Phoenix,
Five-Way.
Javon Evans, Penta, JD McDonough, and Rusev
Combination in a ladder match.
in the Intercontinental title ladder match.
Had imploded over the past couple of months when it all gets figured out at WrestleMania. Women's Tag Team Championship on the line as the Irresistible Forces defend in fatal four-way action.
Wade, former Judgment Day brothers, now heated rivals, will meet up at WrestleMania in Vegas. Finn Balor against Dirty Dom Mysterio.
And the women's world champ Stephanie Becker has taken the world by storm over the past 12 months. Can she continue to do so as she defends against Liv Morgan at WrestleMania?
We had a major development earlier tonight that affects what we will see in the Women's Championship match. Rhea Ripley now with the support of Io Sky coming to help out, balance things out against Jade Cargill. That comes her way for the WWE Women's Championship.
Oh, boo.
Gentlemen, we can't control you. We've given up trying. So have yourselves an unsanctioned match.
Fatu versus McIntyre is going to be lit up. Oh my gosh, my hair. I gotta find my hair cover.
Drew McIntyre.
And then the match that is creating so much buzz.
Brock versus Oba. That's, I think, the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Oba Femi, Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 42.
And as we saw earlier tonight, a shocking development. Randy Orton now in cahoots with Pat McAfee while he goes up against the WWE champ, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, at WrestleMania.
And this WrestleMania will be even more special because the greatest of all time is hosting it. The never-seen 17 is back in a host role, John Cena at WrestleMania.
And this match is currently penciled in because Trick Williams will be competing against Sami Zayn for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. Here's the caveat: Sami Zayn has to win the next match here on SmackDown.
This is the troubling part here.
Right now against Carmelo Hayes. Win and you are in.
Sami putting his status at risk.
Open challenge match. Introducing first from Montreal.
Open challenge. It was a challenge issued by Sammy. Well, a challenge issued by Carmelo.
It's on the line. The instantly made rematch. Sammy hesitated for a moment, thought about it. United States Championship match. Sami Zayn and Carmelo Hayes is coming your way.
And I understand the hesitation. It's not been a great year for Sami Zayn until last week when he won gold. Well, it's going to have to be a repeat this week if he's going to Mania.
All right, I gotta feel for Michi. Whoa, could have been bad. Oh, you look so warm and comfy.
Bringing one of its biggest PLEs to one of the greatest wrestling cities in all the world. Tomorrow.
Get ready for a fight.
NXT stands up in St. Louis. The stakes are high. The world is watching. And only the best stand and deliver. NXT Stand and Deliver tomorrow.
Hello. I'm gonna go back to my chair now. You tried to take me away last time. Ow. Do we have any fast forward time? We had about 10 seconds of fast forward time. I can't see that without my glasses, it's too small. I'm gonna learn how to do like the chapter splitting thing. Because sometimes I do like a thing where I catch up, let everybody know what's going on, if anything's changed, if anything's happening. I also do review the show like after.
Presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies.
Welcome to the WrestleMania main event edition of the Kevin Owens Show.
Dallas, Texas belongs to the rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. No. This ain't your show. This is my show. I brought you out here to challenge you to a no-holds-barred match right here, right now.
If you want Stone Cold Steve Austin, give me a hell yeah.
Here we go. 19 years in the making. Stunner! Oh!
It's good to be back here in Dallas, Texas, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
That's Trick Williams, who is riding a wave of popularity here in St. Louis from atop our announce desk with those size 15 lemon pepper steppers, and Sammy just looks on in mere disgust.
Oh man, jealousy more like Trick Williams has the boot, he has the aura, and very soon he may well have the United States Championship.
And here's the guy who just had it.
Ouch. I like Melo's jacket. I really like Melo's jacket.
Weighing in 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes!
And listen, Carmelo Hayes, Wade, should be proud of the way he carried the U.S. Championship, helped carry SmackDown in recent months. But he also has reason to be very upset from what happened last week when Sami Zayn was able to capture that title because of the role Trick Williams played, the interference, the way it all went down, and now a chance to right that wrong.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can be excited for Sami Zayn for finally getting over that slump that he's been in for the past 3 months, but you have to acknowledge that Melo was completely screwed by the intervention of Trick Williams last week. Lost the goal, lost a slot at WrestleMania, needs this win tonight to put things right.
Yeah, the inadvertent punch from Trick Williams,
Just
the
gonna be
damage
up
it
and
did to
down.
Hayes, the advantage that Sammy was able to grab.
Sammy back and
Now
Carmelo
Sammy,
into the
who
corner,
was
clean break.
confronted
We
by
got
Trick
Trick
Williams.
and Lil Yachty out at ringside.
Awesome to have the music superstar with us here at
Lock
SmackDown.
up. Sammy going for an arm.
Next to Trick Williams,
Arm wringer. Carmelo roll through.
Yeah,
Underside arm wringer.
but you can't afford a yacht.
Taking advantage over Sammy. Hammerlock, waist lock. What I can't remember.
So much on the line here.
Waist lock go around. Sammy pushing Mello into the ropes. Mello off the ropes. Ooh, Sammy clipping Mello on the shoulder. On the leapfrog. Here we go again. Under over. Oh, big drop kick. Beautiful drop kick from Carmelo to Sami Zayn.
WrestleMania plan for him. Then he took the open challenge, won the U.S. Championship, and everything changed. But
Big
for
chop.
now, and that is the beauty of this main event here on SmackDown. For now, 2 weeks out, and yet this will determine a WrestleMania spot.
And you can tell, quite rightly, Carmelo Hayes has come into this match with a major chip on his shoulder and needs to use that as fuel to topple Zayn tonight, then spring on to WrestleMania and get even with Trick Williams, the man who cost him last week. Of course, Trick and Mello gang from back in their days at NXT used to be so tight together. Bitter, acrimonious split in NXT, and last week's proceedings will not have helped that relationship.
Of course, Hayes, a former NXT champion, two-time NXT North American champion. Tomorrow, the biggest day of all the year of NXT. It's Stand and Deliver right here in St. Louis. You can see it on YouTube domestically, Netflix internationally. Should be interesting. North American champion Miles Bourne will be up against Johnny Gargano tomorrow here in St. Louis on Stand and Deliver.
A major test for Miles Bourne, who I'm a huge fan of, but Gargano is the real deal, especially in NXT. And Sami Zayn knows a thing or two about being the real deal in NXT and indeed here on SmackDown.
Trying to go for it quickly to retain, but you see Hayes, so much fight left in him.
There's another look at this, just a massive connection there from Sami Zayn. And part of the problem with taking on someone like Carmelo Hayes, he is such a great mover. He can be incredibly fast, elusive, but Sami Zayn was just a step ahead on that one.
Very much of last week's thriller that was disrupted by Trick Williams.
And I'll tell you what, Joe, these open challenges that we've seen over the past several months from Zayn, from Carmelo Hayes, from Ilya Dragunov, just made this entire division so unpredictable.
Does indeed.
Championship's almost been hot potatoed around at times, and I know for one that Carmelo Hayes is hoping there's one more hot potato pass tonight, and he gets the ball.
Oh! Hayes springboarding into the leg drop against Sammy, into the cover.
Oh. Nobody else can move like that. I'll tell you right now. And look at Melo's face. He just finds it so easy. Ooh. So the words directed at Trick Williams. See you at WrestleMania.
Little Spirit of St. Louis in flight up and over.
He's his ankle. Melo's tweaked something
Yeah,
here.
you can see him reach for that left leg. So just when Carmelo Hayes had so much momentum, he has clearly damaged his left leg on that landing he had.
And he is moving gingerly. It's one of those injuries that you hope over the next couple of minutes with a bit of movement, you can kind of block out the pain, get a bit of back in there. But that is a major wrinkle in the plan of Carmelo Hayes tonight, who came here to win back his U.S. title and book himself a matchup at WrestleMania against the challenger, the guaranteed challenger, Trick Williams. Suddenly, the game plan needs a rewrite for Carmelo Hayes.
Trick Williams and Lil Yachty sitting ringside to take in this U.S. Championship match that'll decide Trick's opponent at WrestleMania.
Well, Trick Williams has been ringside for pretty much every Sami Zayn match of late, mostly to provide a little taunting and agitation towards him.
A little.
Tonight it could well be just a scouting mission 2 weeks ahead of that showdown. It is looking increasingly likely that it will be Sami Zayn due to this knee injury sustained by Carmelo Hayes.
Hear that throughout the Midwest.
Well, Zayn's been in this position before. He's battled against injured opponents. He's also had to battle from injuries against his opponents, so he knows full well just how debilitating this is.
Good reversal by Hayes for just a moment before Sami takes advantage again.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem when you have an injured opponent. You start to lighten up. You start to think, hey, this is going to be a cakewalk. I should get there pretty easily, right? But with someone as inventive and resourceful as Carmelo Hayes, he's never down. Although he has clearly lost a little spring.
It was that close. Count of two here. United States Championship, the rematch. Sami defending against Carmelo Hayes.
And Sami Zayn now probably wisely, slowly deciding how to rip Carmelo Hayes apart here. You don't want to overcommit. You don't want to make a mistake. The ball completely in your court here. As Carmelo Hayes looks like half the competitor he was 10 minutes ago.
Series of right hands invited by Hayes, who brings return fire.
Ooh, big chop by Sami Zayn. Chopping Carmelo down the corner. Ooh, boot to the face. Referee admonishing Sami
Earlier
Zayn.
tonight, Trick Williams told Sami Zayn to make it right, that if he was really honorable, if he was really the guy who likes to hold up the integrity of the United States Championship, he would give Carmelo Hayes another shot. And that is what we have here. WrestleMania is just 2 weeks away. The winner of this match, whoever holds that gold, the United States Championship, will face Trick Williams at WrestleMania.
Kind of feels like Trick's the champion. These guys are. It's like Big Trick is bigger than the championship almost.
Sami Zayn a little earlier in the match and hasn't looked the same since.
Ooh,
Clearly,
Carmelo out of a clothesline. La Mística.
Oh, Dirty Diana in play.
But you see, right on the pin there, he couldn't fully grab both legs and stack a tight pin because one hand automatically, instinctively went to that injured left knee. And Mello is in agony. His movement is not looking like it was, but he's motivated to win back his gold and book his ticket to WrestleMania to take on Trick Williams.
Saw Grammy-nominated superstar Lil Yachty sitting right next to Trick Williams. They're waiting to see who will be the opponent for 2 weeks now. Oh, he went from first 48, and Sami denied it. Boy, that knee is clearly affecting him. Looking for the exploder. Instead, shoulders down. Sami survives it. Great counter by Mello.
Yeah, Mello needs to go big here. He needs to end this ASAP. The longer this goes on, the more it favors Sami Zayn. Go for broke, Mello. Put this to bed.
That knee is really hurting him.
Ooh, exploder suplex into the turnbuckle by Sami Zayn. Seems to be getting the haluva kick ready, but it does not seem like the crowd's on board with it. Oh, Mello out quick with a super kick.
Hayes finds a little something left.
Dig deep, Carmelo.
And now
Mello seems to be looking for nothing but net.
This could be it.
Turned into a splash.
Damage that has been done.
Oh, Sami rolling Carmelo up out of the pin.
Living dangerously there was Carmelo Hayes. Never want to turn your back on your opponent under any circumstances. Just a textbook front leg, but the landing shooting thunderbolts up the knee of Carmelo Hayes and almost catching Hayes unaware. There was Sami Zayn.
Great scene here in St. Louis. 11,620 on this road to WrestleMania.
Now we're at the business end of this match. Who's got the most motivation?
Ooh, Sammy looking for Blue Thunder Bomb. Mello out.
Throws out 48.
Oh no. If anybody's gonna kick out of it, getting hit by a speeding train, it's Sami Zayn.
Just half a second too long getting up due to that leg injury, and that was all Zayn needed to duck out of the way.
He's writhing in pain.
I don't know what happened to Mello on the landing.
He is writhing in pain.
Mello's in a dangerous part of town. The referee looking at Mello. Mello seems to have hurt his leg. Referee pushing Sammy off of Mello.
I mean, that would be a sickener. Referee, understandably, has the best interest in the athlete's health.
Oh no, Sammy's lining up the haluva kicks.
Meanwhile, Sammy comes in with a haluva while the ref was checking on Hayes.
Wow.
Here's your winner, and still United States champion, Sami Zayn.
Well, I see now. I'm confused because the ref pushed. The ref pushed Sami Zayn off of Mello while the ref was checking Mello, and when Sami Zayn bowed up and did a running boot right by the referee, a haluva kick. Ref is not admonishing Sammy at all right now.
And immediately with a haluva kick, is Sami Zayn. And well, that concludes it. You might not like it, but Sami Zayn is the US champion. Sami Zayn is going to WrestleMania to defend that title.
Cut the music.
Against this man.
Congratulations, Sami Zayn.
What is little guy doing
I
there?
guess you're going to WrestleMania. In 2 weeks, we had a United States champion match with the man in the place, the hostess with the mostest, the coolest, Trick Williams versus the gingerbread man.
Oh, big shot
Set
from
up.
behind by Trick, and now the beat down.
And here's the thing now, Sammy's been acting a fool. He doesn't have any friends to come help him.
Sami Zayn about what's to come in 2 weeks' time. Well, Yachty is
Putting his hands on Sami Zayn.
getting physical here. Kind of guy you wanted to call
Trick me.
on.
Trick Willie.
Trick shot right to the jaw of the champ.
A little preview of Vegas, perhaps. That WrestleMania sign off in the distance. 2 weeks away. That United States Championship will be on the line. Sami Zayn
They
and
tried to put
Trick
sympathy on
Williams
Sami Zayn now.
from Vegas. What a wild night here in St.
It's,
Louis. Lil Yachty with Trick Williams. We'll see them together in Vegas.
Yeah, they did all right. The whole show was overall all right. Only a couple dark spots, but that's a personal preference. I don't have much that's changed since the last we spoke with regards to me. Most of what I said, still stands. The only thing with regards to where I'd like to see this go. Right now, I definitely see it going mostly the way I said I felt like it was going and where I'd like to see it go. But the addition of Pat McAfee changes a lot. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that changes the dynamic of the relationship between Cody and Randy. And with that being said, I'm going to sign off. That's the review for SmackDown.